and they qualified. Regardless, they're going against each other. It is Liam Doran and Ken Block. Liam Doran and Ken Block. The Mini versus the Ford. As we go down to
the first one in. What part of the track is the area where you can pick up the most speed?
You know, we spend a lot of time doing donuts. So I think when you're going around in circles, it's the most risky time because you're grazing the front bumper on the barrels and whatever all those things are out there. But it's also the easiest to push them over. And it's a 2-second penalty if you hit those. So that's where you can make the most and lose the most.
Thanks, Tanner.
Tanner foul.
Thank you so much, Alyssa. That is the TV action going on there on ESPN. Tanner Faust one step closer to a medal as he is now in the Final Four. Liam Doran versus Ken Block, the British bomber versus the All-American boy Block.
These guys are going to be something going head-to-head because they're two incredible hard chargers. And I'm almost glad they're wall separating them because I think if it just went down a bit, then it wouldn't be pretty. But here these guys have to put their heads down and be very, very disciplined here. These are two guys that are absolutely capable of setting top times around this course, but they're also two guys that are individual drivers.
Face on the Doran, a full like Darth Vader look. Remember, they qualified 4th and 5th. Doran versus Block.
Yeah, so they're really close in qualifying times as well at 4th and 5th. So this is going to be an incredible race between these two. Ken kind of parking it there at the hairpin, maybe a tick ahead at the moment. And now Ken looks like he's right back there. It's amazing how quick time can be gained and lost on this course. The Mini is incredibly good around here too for a new car. It performs really well. I think I give Liam maybe a touch of a lead right now. They're really close, but I'd say Liam is about 2 or 3 tenths of a second ahead.
And Ken Block overshoots that container. That's where Liam is now. There's Liam out of the container. That's where he had the issues earlier with his vehicle.
Drift through, but don't drift too much. Ken with tons of tire smoke. And Liam looking well ahead at this point coming through, so Ken's going to have to pick it up. Or Liam is going to get this win in this round. It comes down to the 720 at the end. We've seen people hit barrels here a lot in the seeding process. And here comes Liam. He looks pretty clean through there, so he's going to take a pretty easy win over Ken.
Wow. Doran potentially taking out the very man again that, you know, this is his house, but he could potentially be taken out here.
Yeah, he could. He's going to have to do something kind of miraculous in the next round. He's going to have to come out and really pull it together because that was a pretty big gap that we saw there.
And where did it go wrong for Ken Block? Red course being the faster course of the two.
He definitely lost it. Also here in the container, he was a little tighter and just got the car out of there quicker. And it's, again, really key not to slide the car wide out of these features into the next one. You want a straight shot into the next feature, and that's where it takes a lot of patience and a lot of discipline to pull that off.
Ken Block, a heck of a lot smokier too. I mean, look at that by comparison. Maybe that could be coming into play. A lighter, nimbler car kind of staying on its toes versus the heavy car, but Ken Block just ripping and maybe too much wheel speed and not enough mechanical grip.
Too much throttle. Again, tires, they'll put up with sliding a little bit, but they won't put up too much.
Dude, this is it. This could potentially be the end of Ken Block in his curated Gymkhana event, Gymkhana Grid. The British bomber in the Mini versus the All-American. He's got the Stars and Stripes on his roof scoop in the Hoonigan Racing Division 4. Paul, here we go. This could be a short race. Versus Doran. Here we go.
Pretty good launch for Ken there. I think he's got a little bit of a lead heading into the Talladega corner. Yeah, it looks pretty good for Ken here. He just needs to stay tidy now and nice and quick now through the hairpin. Here's where you don't want to lose time. Get through the hairpin here, heading into the 270. Let's see who's ahead. This is going to be close. It's neck and neck, but actually I would say Liam has a tick of a lead right now, maybe 2 tenths of a second. But it's not over until they cross that finish line. So all Ken has to do again is just stay tight, put the power down, try not to slide the car too much. Look at that entry through the container. It's just incredible, isn't it? You got to fit through that gap. You got enough of a worry just making it through there without.
Look at Ken got a good jump out of that container.
But look at Liam. Liam pretty slow there through the final corner. And I'd say Ken now in the lead. All right, Ken, keep it tight here. Into the 270.
Now it's going to come down to 720.
It's the 720. It's all about the 720 now. Ken had maybe a tenth or two of Liam. Who's going to do the tighter 720? Ken is running wide again. Here comes Liam. Oh my goodness, I think Ken's got it. Yes! That was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Man, oh man.
Fights by tooth and nail to stay in it. And yes, Ken Block is your winner. Look at that. What is that? The quick math here.
That's just, you know, less than 0.2 of a second. It's a 1/10.5 of a second there we're talking about. Just wild stuff. And you can see these guys are, both of them did a heck of a job driving the cars around the course. But Ken he was just better coming out of the container. He won that, got that time there, and then stretched it out a little bit through turn 6, drifting through there. It seemed like he bogged down, like he caught the back around gear or something like that. And Ken eked out that little bit of a gap, and he held it to the finish.
It almost fell apart here for Ken. Watch this. He straightens up and almost hits that barrel.
Really close to hitting the barrel there. That was a great adjustment on his part. And he stayed composed because making that mistake there could have messed you up in the 270, but he didn't want to mess him up. You can see again, it was a great observation you had. His car's heavier, so it makes a lot more tire smoke than that Mini, but it got the job done. So now we get to go for our last round here.
Look at that. There's that photo finish. And I mean, clear as day, Ken Block got that win. So now we are going to the third battle. We didn't see this with Faust and Deegan. It's a cumulative time. We haven't seen a penalty from any of the drivers. You got to keep it tight. You got to be able to keep it calm and cool under pressure. Doran, obviously showing no emotion. You can see it. You can't even see his eyeballs. Ken Block, you see all of it. Here we go. Are you ready? Is it going to be blocked or is it going to be? Here we go.
Doran there. I think he got ahead a little bit of Ken. Ken's in a little bit tighter. Runs a little bit wider, but that gives you a straighter shot out into the hairpin. Just don't overrun that hairpin. Nice and tight through there. They both look really good. I'd say Liam maybe with a touch of a lead right now, but it's really, really tight. My goodness, these guys, they're 4th and 5th in seeding, and it's showing right now. They're just racing neck and neck for every run they're going through. There we go, out, and I'd say Liam maybe about 2 or 3 tenths ahead. It's still anyone's game at this point. This is where Ken was really good yesterday. That was about 10 seconds ago. Now he's coming out.
Liam's out faster.
Liam's out a little quicker. This one Liam was slow last time, and he's got a little bit of a lead on Ken right now. It is close. We see what can happen in that 270. Ken really close there. Good exit out. Liam's got the lead. Let's see what happens in the 270 here. Ken had a nice entry there. He's got to stay tight, stay focused, drive the car around. It looks like this is Liam Doran's to lose. And he's got Ken right across the
both the times from their runs cumulatively. So, hey, look at that. No penalties. It looks like Liam Doran will be your winner, and there it is. So, Liam Doran just takes out Ken Block.
We lose Brian Deegan with his Ken Block in the first 2 rounds. Just incredible. Again, you wouldn't have seen this coming.
But no, I mean, Faust and Doran are no slouches. No, respectfully.
Absolutely right. They earned it. It wasn't like any, we haven't even seen a single penalty. It's pure racing that this has been based on.
Yeah, no penalties. Pure racing. No penalties from any of the drivers.
Doran, that's a perfect 180. Do you see how he just pivoted the car around there with no speed loss? That really helped. Look at see Ken's running a little bit wide there, and that's where it costs you the time. You want to be pivoting right around the barrel. All of that's just 1/10 of a second when you're running wide there.
That was a little mixture of, as you said, some of the racer elements coming into play. I gotta get there, and I gotta get there fast, gritting your teeth. I mean, he used a mouth guard, Ken Block. So, you know what I mean? That goes to show you, he's out there for blood, gritting his teeth. And he just came in a little too hot, because he is a master of that 720. He can pirouette like a rock and roll ballet around that 720 barrel. And he just overshot it a little bit. And, I mean, look at this is a magic show. And Ken Block is kind of the Houdini, but he's out in a cloud of smoke as Liam Doran, he's advancing on, and he's going to be going against Santa Faust. I'm gathering, but we're halfway through the Gymkhana Good competition. Let's go down to Alyssa. Alyssa's with Liam now.
You had some trouble with that box earlier in qualifying, but that seemed to be where you were making up time today.
Yeah, yesterday we were really fast in practice, and today I just tried pushing it a little bit too hard. The fastest way around this course is the shortest and tightest way, I would love to be out there making smoke shows and having fun, but it's really not going to win medals. So earlier on I went too tight and caught my wheel and actually may have fractured my wrist, but the adrenaline buzzed me through. I'm going to keep on driving.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Are they coaching Jack? Okay, so that's a dude then.
Well, you can see the split screen there. Liam Doran, kind of not showing too much emotion. He's advancing on. He's not guaranteed a medal at this point. As Ken Block talking to that gentleman, Chick Cope, as Alyssa's with Ken now, who's knocked out. Alyssa.
Awesome.
so loud. It's so great.
And obviously, we were expecting to see you in another round, but what were you thinking? What was the toughest thing out here of this course?
I've got too much horsepower, believe it or not, and I can't get the wheel speed to slow down to get grip. So I can just see out of the corner of my eye as I'm spinning out there and spinning too much as Liam was kind of taking a lead on me. So